When can humanity move on to other universes?
Let's embark on a cosmic odyssey to discover when humanity will finally be able to pack its bags and venture into other universes. Series like Stranger Things, The Flash and Fringe show us characters capable of traveling to parallel universes and other dimensions. But will we humans ever really be able to do this?
Traveling to other dimensions.
There are two ideas of dimension. The first are the non-spatial dimensions, height, width and depth, plus a fourth, proposed by Albert Einstein, time. However, there may be other types of dimension, called alternative or parallel universes, whose existence has not been proven experimentally. Researchers are studying these unknown dimensions theoretically, using cosmology, quantum mechanics and even string theory. From a cosmological point of view, according to the Big Bang model, 13.8 billion years ago, the observable universe formed from a small point and reached its present size. During this time, there was a period known as inflation, when different areas of the universe were able to develop at different rates and with different growth. Perhaps this is where several little spheres or regions of the universe develop independently and become disconnected. According to physicists, we could have been trapped on a planet that grew differently from the others. Each of these little spheres will now be a parallel universe or dimension, where some might have the same physical rules as on Earth.
Multiverse theory.
This theory that of the multiverse is the one most often used as a source of inspiration in science fiction films and books. Based on the proposition of infinite universes, it asserts that even if each universe is a copy of our own, everything happens differently, and many events or conflicts could have had a different outcome. Rick and Morty is a very good example of this. After the passages, there are far fewer universes left, but the idea is very well taken up.
Wormhole theory.
The first theory we have for traveling to other universes is that of wormholes. Yes, you have probably heard of them, or certainly seen them in the movies. Those space tunnels could be shortcuts to the cosmos. Imagine traveling from one end of the universe to the other in the blink of an eye. It'd be like taking a galactic cuber, but make sure you don't tip the wormer. Wormholes, worming, you've got it, haven't you? Admit it, she wasn't bad. Anyway, let's continue. First of all, the most important and complicated part is finding a wormhole. How do we do that? It's certainly not in the garden that you're going to find it. A wormhole is a short-lived portal lasting only a brief moment, which connects two holes in different places. Wormholes could connect 2 points in the actual universe at different times, or, in our case, different universes. In theory, if matter falls into a wormhole, it will follow until it reaches another end. More precisely, the solution could lie in Lorentz traversable wormholes, also known as traversable wormholes, which would enable travel not only from one part of the universe to another, but even from one universe to another. The problem with this theory, there is no proof of the existence of wormholes. Scientists can determine how they are created, even if they do exist. However, astrophysicists continue to work on this intriguing concept.
Black holes.
One way to travel to another universe is through a black hole. But how are we going to do that? First, we need to find a black hole. Where could these cosmic objects be hiding? You don't need to look up to the sky, you won't find one. And that's just as well, otherwise our hours could be numbered. Black holes are cosmic phenomena that occur when a star of a certain size collapses in on itself, causing the outer layers of the star to be expelled, followed by a gigantic explosion, which, as a more scientific among you will understand, results in a supernova. The rest of the star's matter is confined to a small area, giving way to an immense gravitational field. It was thought that the radiation emitted by a black hole would eventually evaporate and all information about each particle would disappear forever. In 2004, Hawking surprised the world with a new study that changed his own vision.
The black hole information paradox.
In which he pointed out that instead of absorbing everything, black holes let at least some radiation escape. So a black hole will no longer be the infinite abscess that destroys everything that falls into it, and its limit will not be as well defined as previously thought. But to understand why they would be the best vehicle for traveling to other universes, we need to understand what happens if you fall into a black hole. According to one of the Einstein's principles of relativity, a person crossing the Earth's event horizon shouldn't feel any different. They'd just be floating through space. However, Hawking stated that humans would not be disappearing by falling into a black hole, but would remain as a hologram at the edge or fall somewhere else.
If you fall into a black hole, don't give up.
For the scientist, there is a way out. If the hole were large enough and rotatable, it could open a passageway to an alternative universe. But this would obviously be a one-way ticket.
Travel at the speed of light.
Then there is a classic journey at the speed of light. How soon can we get there? Well, given that our spaceships are currently slower than an Angler snail, we'll have to wait a while. In 1905, Einstein published the theory of special relativity, which led to precisely this idea.
Nothing travels faster than light.
On Earth, light seems to move instantaneously, 300,000 kilometers per second. For example, turn on the light switch and the room lights up in less than a second. The same thing happens when we talk on the phone. The connection is instantaneous. However, distances in the universe are astronomical and we can't afford to travel from one side of the world to the other in 7 hours, from Paris to New York, for example. In the case of flight from our Sun, it takes 8 minutes to reach Earth. But if we try to reach Alpha Centauri, the nearest star in our solar system, we need 4 light years. As a reminder, 1 light year is around 10,000 billion kilometers. Another example is the Milky Way, a galaxy located 2.5 million light-years from the Andromeda Galaxy, the closest galaxy to Earth. Attracted by gravity, the two galaxies will collide at a speed of 402,000 km by hour, but the Earth has a good chance of escaping, which means that from that point onwards, we'll have plenty of travel possibilities. But there is always a but. The collision should happen within 4 billion years. So there is plenty of time to make other assumptions between now and then. For the moment, in the space context, the speed of light is very slow, which is a serious problem if we want to travel to other planets. For example, we can't instantly control the Curiosity robot on Mars. When it faces Earth, it is so far away that it would take 20 minutes for the signal to make a round trip. If we want to make a maneuver to avoid a meteor, we need to anticipate it well.
Space fuel.
Before you get too excited and buy a space rocket to set off in search of a black hole or wormhole at the speed of light, let me tell you that you're going to need some special fuel. Or did you think that simply filling up the gas tank was enough? Well, no, of course. Remember, there are no space gas stations, so let's make sure we don't have any engine problems. One of the most important tasks facing scientists today is to create the optimum fuel for interstellar travel. At present, solar radiation is the most commonly used fuel, but it is useless once we leave our neighborhood. It means the solar system. One of the most popular candidates to replace it is the antimatter. So if you collect enough antimatter, you can get your space rocket to the nearest black hole without any problems. Good luck with that. Let's get back to the eternal question. When will be the big day come when we can pack our bags and head off to other universes? Who knows? It could be tomorrow, it could be a million years from now, or maybe we're already on our way and we don't even know about it. But in the meantime, let's keep our hopes and imaginations alive for the years to come. We are going to need them, especially in the cinema. Until the next adventure, I wish you an excellent weekend and see you next Friday. Bye bye!